May 2nd, 2009, war erupted between the Pakistani army and Taliban forces in the Swat Valley region of Pakistan. The conflict arose from an attempt to eradicate Taliban influence and secure the country's border with Afghanistan. As a result, more than 2.5 million people were forced to flee their homes.
This is a portable Explorer water purification unit.
GlobalMedic deployed 4 members of its rapid response team to join Muslim Aid in Pakistan to provide access to clean drinking water and emergency medical care. The team distributed water purification tablets and sachets, along with installing an inflatable field hospital. This humanitarian aid will help 100,000 people displaced by the conflict.
These tents are what people are currently living in. As the temperatures can reach a scorching 45 degrees during the day, the inside is absolutely unbearable.
He has 7 kids, 1 wife and 1 mother, and including him, 10 people live in this small tent. Well, this kid is have fever, very high fever, and he's in pain. He's got chest congestion and he's have throat infection. He got heat stroke, so he's in pain and is crying.
The team visited 8 IDP camps in the region, as well as areas where host families are housing hundreds of thousands of those displaced.
My name is Afroza Tamriz from GlobalMedic. So what we have here is the aqua tabs, and what you use it for is 1 liter water, a bottle like this. So this much water, 1 liter, use 1 tablet and it will make dirty water clean to drink. Okay?
Clean water is in extremely short supply. Therefore, these IDPs are devastatingly susceptible to severe diarrhea and dehydration. To combat this, GlobalMedic distributed water purification supplies while conducting training sessions on their proper use.
This is for diarrhea, cholera, passing water in high temperatures. This is very good. It needs to renew the mineral balance, okay? It's a simple packet. You open it, you use 1 packet for 1 glass of water, okay?
So in the box here, we have our GlobalMedic's Trekker water purification unit. Any type of water. This water unit will purify.
The Trekker water purification unit benefits up to 1,000 people per day by purifying 4 liters of clean drinking water every minute.
Nice.
You mix for 5 minutes.
Continuous here.
So you keep on mixing 5 minutes.
We've just demonstrated how to use the Pure Purified Water product. So we put our sachet in the dirty water, stirred it for 5 minutes, let it sit for 5, all our flocculant gathered in the bottom. Then we poured our dirty water through a cloth into this bucket, let it sit for 20 minutes in order for the water to properly chlorinate. And now I'm going to drink the water to show them that the product actually does work and that it's safe for all them to use. It's good. Behind me, they're filling up an onion tank with water. The water in this tank will be purified by our Explorer water purification unit. The unit utilizes a sediment filter, carbon filter, and UV lamp to ensure the water we're providing to people is clean. That's good, that's good. Powerful stroke. Do you guys want to move the unit down to the ground so you can fill the tank easier?
Everybody learned how to operate the Explorer. The Explorer has the capacity to deliver 64 liters water a minute, and it's a very useful machine and can address the need of like more than 30,000 people a day.
Very good.
I'm very glad to have very good partnership congratulations to GlobalMedic team, and many thanks to all the communities, from donor communities from Canada.
Right now we're driving through the Sheikh Yazin camp in the town of Mardan. In this particular camp alone, there's about 15,000 people who are living in tents and essentially have been forced out of their home to live in these tents from the Swat Valley for an extended period of time, and they have no clue when they're going to return.
Just 1 month before,
Yeah.
a bomb blast in Swat.
Yeah.
Helicopters start shelling. So her husband died in that shelling.
In
So
that
she
blast.
came here with their 2 kids.
With the 2
this
children.
One and this one.
Yeah,
They
belong to her, yeah. We've traveled right to the frontier of the conflict zone. Just behind me, over the mountains, is where the majority of the fighting has been going on for the past several months. Our GlobalMedic team is wearing traditional Pakistani outfits due to security reasons. We're at a camp right now with an organization called Al Khidmat. They are operating 34 health clinics within the conflict zone itself, as well as on the outside of the conflict zone in the areas where the IDPs have fled. We're here today at the Islamic Medical and Dental Center, training students as well as Muslim aid staff on how to operate and maintain our 22-foot by 42-foot inflatable field hospital. We're training over 50 people today, and these students and Muslim aid staff and volunteers will learn how to deploy this hospital into the field.
We are getting satisfaction.
This hospital will benefit many of the internally displaced people who have been affected by this crisis.
It's a good one because it can make different partitions for like doctor's room and small operation theater, and small ward. One side we can segregate for male ward and female ward like this. As per the local requirements, we can do this.
Having a hospital like this in the field would be really very benefit to us, because we haven't got really proper hospitals there, and we just make a table there and sit down the doctors. I'm very thankful to GlobalMedics to really give us the opportunity like this hospital.
Thank you, GlobalMedic!
GlobalMedic is here in Jalozi Camp, which is home to over 130,000 internally displaced people. These grounds are no stranger to suffering. For the past 20 years, they were home to Afghan refugees who fled the country.
It's about 20,000 families here, and the conditions are very miserable here. There's no trees, no greenery in this camp, and this is the deserted land.
Driving into this camp, it was overwhelming. For a second, it was just this overpowering sensation that came over me, and I just felt so insignificant, and I didn't know if all the suffering can be relieved, and I don't know how long these people are going to be in these camps.
We didn't want to leave our home. The military told us to leave. We left our livestock behind. We came here with only the clothes on our backs.
They receive this food, these beans, they're not properly cooked. 1 bread for each person, and this much of curry. That's for one family.
I don't know when we will return home. It has been 2 months since we left home.
This is the time when we would really expect organizations like you, the GlobalMedic, to come forward and help the country.
The water supply has gone down. Sometimes we have water, sometimes we don't. Things have deteriorated.
Some of the people we met yesterday, and especially the children we interacted with, there's this resilience in their faces and their demeanor, which is very inspiring, but at the same time you can see that they're really suffering.
When the conflict ceases and people are able to return home, they will face another major obstacle. Their homes and the infrastructure that supported them, including water lines and roadways, will be severely damaged or destroyed. To lessen the impact, IDPs trained by GlobalMedic will be given ORS, Pure and Aqua tabs to take with them upon their return home. The situations faced by the Pakistani people of Swat Valley is unbearable. However, it is their resilience and willingness to restore the lives of their families and communities that shines through every day and will carry them through this crisis.